Hey everybody, Weasel here, and before we start this video, just want to let you know I was having some microphone issues. So this was recorded with a horrible microphone. I am working on getting a new microphone. I just need to find the time to get to the store or order one online. So please bear that in mind, but don't let that stop you from getting through today's video. Thanks. Hey everybody, Weasel here. And we have another podcast. So, big news today. Battlefront 2 has broken their silence. They have finally shown us the direction they want to go. After all this time, it's taken a while. But they're still a little vague on some things. So, don't get me wrong, I'm still a little pissed off. Just to be completely honest and frank about it. Here they are boasting about this new gameplay on with Ewoks. It's called Ewok Hunt, which ought to be kind of cool actually. It says the ambush begins as the Ewok attacks the unsuspecting stormtroopers using spears and whatever abilities they can muster to take down the intruders. Each defeated stormtrooper spawns as another Ewok, multiplying until the Empire's forces have been completely eliminated and the Ewok celebration can begin. Imperial forces will need all their training to survive until the evacuation arrives. Do so and they'll make it off of Endor and claim the win. More crap. I mean, let's just be honest. More crap. This is what they're worried about. This is what they're focused on. I don't know what to say. I really don't. This is the crap they give us. This is like what was the one with the rockets? Everybody's got a rocket pack and they're flying around shooting each other with missiles. What was that? I forgot what it was called. They give us that for a temporarily, like 6 months. No content. Except for a Hoth costume or two. Which, mind you, was probably just copied and pasted from the previous game, Battlefront 1. And this is what they give us. Here you go. Oh, by the way, in addition to, we have some cosmetics for you. I don't know what to say, man. These people, they just don't get it, do they? But, that being said, I need to quit complaining and get to the point. They did confirm that the majority of their time was spent on the new progression system. So, what does that tell us? What happened? Well, they're telling us the reason we haven't seen any new good quality content, like new weaponry, new planets, new maps, new heroes, any of that good stuff, is because they've had to fix the progression system. And it took them 6 months to do it since the day they rolled it out. Well, what happened the day they rolled it out? Well, they lost, what was it, like $3 billion in shares? Their stocks went down. Why? Because a handful of YouTubers were complaining about it? So everybody decided not to play it? Isn't that what happened? So now, what has happened? They've spent the last 6 months doing absolutely nothing but fixing the progression system. That's what they've done. Oh, it's almost like the gamers community just got screwed by themselves. I mean, seriously, really, hear me out on this one and think this through. We pretty much screwed ourselves. But I digress. I'll leave it alone. It is what it is. Let's look to the future, see what we got moving forward. So, on to some of the cosmetics they have coming. Now, for heroes, they have a wounded Chewbacca with an arm patch. That ought to be interesting. They have a Kylo Ren with a scar, and it's going to have the actual patch over the scar. That'd be kind of cool. By the way, may I please mention this to everybody? I think DICE did an amazing job on Kylo Ren's costume. I really do. I think they did a wonderful job on him. Anyways, let's see. Lando, They have something, administrator for Lando coming out. They have Commander Iden with no helmet. Yeah, nobody cares. They have a hooded Yoda, which ought to be kind of cool, actually, with the hood actually pulled up over his head. So that one ought to be kind of neat. And then they have Endor Leia and Endor Han. And then they've got something for Rey as well. Let's be honest. Some of these are probably copied and pasted as well. But that's not very much when it comes to heroes. That's all they got coming out for the new appearances for heroes. So, just to be honest about it, it's not very much at all. I'm looking here as I'm talking. What else we got? Now, oh, come on, computer. Okay, Troopers appearances. Apparently, we've got a lot of Troopers appearances coming out, though. Heroes aren't the only ones getting some new appearances, as Troopers are also going to be receiving some brand new looks. We know this is something that many of you have been asking for, so we can't wait to see them in action across the galaxy. Really, that's what everybody's asking for. Everybody's asking for a new appearance for the Troopers. That's what they want. Man, I must be disconnected. I'm way off base. Like, I guess I'm the anomaly. I'm the one who actually wants quality content. How about that? How about some content? You know? How about some stories? How about some maps? How about some new weaponry? How about new star cards, new boost cards, new ability cards? No. You know what? I want appearances instead. I'm going to fall in line with everybody else. Oh, man, it just gets under my skin. Who are these people they're talking about? This is what everybody's worried about is appearances? Really? Oh, man. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track. I said I would leave it alone, so let me shut up. In total, there are 40 new Trooper appearances. Woo! 40 of them. Okay, we know what they've been doing with all their time now. Including new officer appearances for both the First Order and the Empire. Okay, that ought to be kind of cool, actually. Rebels will be receiving appearances across the Troopers' classes, including the Heavy Quarren Rebel and, I don't know how to pronounce it, something for the Specialist. Alright. Heavy Zabrak and Duros officer are just two of the appearances that you'll have available when playing as the Resistance. Okay, and then they got some game improvements here. In the next update, the crafting parts, they're talking about converting them to skill points. Now you can convert your crafting parts into skill points. It is, I believe it's 40. If I remember. Yep, there it is. 40 crafting parts. So 40 crafting parts equal 1 skill point. What else? Winning a round will now provide you a small bonus to the credits you earn, making those wins that little bit extra valuable. A great way to earn some additional credits towards the appearance you have your eyes set on. Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. Okay, so they're saying we can still use the credits, which thank God, because I have 200 and something thousand of them. Or we can use the crafting parts. Either way, that's all they're going to do anymore. So there's no point to actually having credits, in my opinion. I almost don't care that much about appearances. I really don't. I can't get over that. I can't get over that statement. It's beyond me, man. It really is. It's beyond me. This is what people care about. Cares about. Seriously, this is what they care about. They care about what their costume looks like. Over having new weaponry. New planets, new maps. New vehicles. New fighters. You know, Starfighter Assault. We don't even hear about that anymore. Okay, let's go on. Alright, Season 2 and updates. This is what we want to hear about. Alright. We know that there has been a lot of discussion within our community about the release of Season 2, and we can confirm that, yes, it is coming. Hold on! I haven't read this yet, but before we go any further, how much you want to bet it's still not coming for quite some time? Now, my previous one of my previous videos that I did, I predicted that season 2 will come out when Han, the movie, comes out in May. How much you want to bet that's when season 2 comes out? Let's see. Here we go. As many of you have suspected, all of our focus was on the progression update. As we felt this was the most important improvement to the game that we needed to make. Oh man, I told you. You know what it was, really? This was their way of saying screw you back. That's really what it was. So who really had to pay for all this crap? You had the gaming community following suit behind a couple YouTubers. And so who actually had to pay for it? Who got hurt? Well, essentially just the basic Star Wars fans. Just the fans who just want to play the damn game. Don't care about the progression system. They're not going to spend money on the damn game anyways. Those are the people that got hurt, like me. So here I am, what is it, 6? I don't even know how many months it's been. I know it came out a while ago. And here I am, staring at my monitor, complaining, and making a fool of myself. That's who really got hurt. Anyway, it's funny how I keep coming back to that. So, thank you, YouTubers. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you hateful people. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, anyways. It says, as we move forward with Star Wars Battlefront 2, there are 2 types of content updates that we will be releasing. The first is the same style as the Night on Endor update that we're releasing on April 18th, and the second is seasons. Okay, so they're splitting them up. They've got updates and seasons. They're trying to explain it to us now. Why didn't they just come out and say this stuff freaking 3 months ago? Anyways, so they're going to have an update with just a bunch of crap where they play us like we're a bunch of idiots. You know, we're just a bunch of little kids. Just give them an Ewok to play with temporarily, and they'll go away. And they'll shut up. They'll know their place after that. You know, they'll sit down and be quiet. So, yeah, that's your update. I guess we're going to be seeing a lot of those for the life of this game. And then they have their seasons. Now, we obviously are in Season 1. They've been talking about Season 2 since the beginning, but never told us when it's coming. Like I predicted, I'm assuming it's coming when the Solo movie comes. So they're trying to make a distinction here for us. Seasons will focus around a specific theme, such as Star Wars films and anniversaries and the Star Wars universe. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Let me stand up. Take a bow. Let me take a bow. Round of applause, anybody? Can I get a round of applause? That's what a season is. So anytime they feel they can really ramp up some revenue, they're going to release a season. Is what they're going to do. It's actually pretty smart if you think about it. Okay, I get it. In March, we launched the progression update. April is Night on Endor. And moving forward, we're committed to keeping up this cadence of content updates. Bullshit! Bullshit! Let me repeat that. And moving forward, we're committed to keeping up this cadence of content updates. Bullshit! Oh man, there's something in my throat. We can confirm that Season 2 will be coming in May. And you'll get more details a little closer to the time. Right. A little closer to the time. It's a couple weeks away. How much closer can it get? Your argument of our corporation, you know, cannot release certain information outside of a quarter, it doesn't hold up here. It's 2 weeks away. Come on. 3 weeks. Excuse me. 3 weeks. 2 weeks. 2.5. Whatever. You get the point. We can confirm that Season 2 will be coming in May, and you'll get more details a little closer to the time. You see what they do here? They talk to us like we're frickin' idiots. That's what they do. And I'm the idiot that spent the money on this game. I really am. Now, that being said, I really think it's a good game. They did a great job. But no, you know, you get 5 YouTubers talk about the progression system, and next thing you know, here I am 6-7 months later with no new content. Thank you guys. Thank you. Don't get me started on my next video. That's Battlefield 1. I got a few things to say about them too. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Okay, upcoming challenges. We've got some challenges coming up, and fans of emotes are going to enjoy the 2 below. Really, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce what they're talking about. Peekaboo emote. Koti cha tu yub nub. Koti cha tu yub nub. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried, man. Come on. I wanted some content. Is that really that much to ask? Alright. Balancing bugs and tweaks. We heard a lot about Aiden in the last couple of weeks, and the consensus amongst the community has been that she was a little overpowered. Aiden? Really? That's all you got? That's who you came up with was overpowered? Not Palpatine. No. Not Vader. No. Wow. I don't know. You know, actually, they may have leveled out Vader a little bit. I'll concede to that, because they did. They nerfed his choke. They really did. But that's who they've got. Aiden. Not Leia. Not Leia and her stupid little pistol. Aiden. Whatever. I'd like to know who the quote community unquote is. We agree. As a result of this, we've removed the double stun from her stun droid. We've also increased the stun duration from 0.5 to 0.9 seconds. Okay, maybe the droid. Okay, droid may have been overdone a little bit. Okay, well, I can concede that. So I just wasted a good 30 seconds of your time. Sorry about that. The intent was to give players a chance to roll away from the second stun and provide some skill reward. This became confusing and rarely did it play out as we originally intended. What we saw with players being stunned for a total of 2.3 seconds, which usually resulted in defeat. Well, it didn't work out too well, now did it? We've also made some tweaks to the core combat system. Of course you did. We have improved the melee combat responsiveness for all melee attacks, including things like lightsabers and Phasma's staff attack. Timing for efforts, audio, camera shake, and application of damage has been aligned to the expected moment of the impact to make the melee combat experience tighter and to reduce the feeling of latency. Whew, that was a long sentence. Okay, so Phasma's getting a little bit of a tweak. Not necessarily a buff, just a tweak, which is good because I can't even play with her. You'll be able to read about the fixes coming in the next update. Once again, you'll be able to read about it later. When we get closer. These people are so full of crap, man. Alright, we got questions and answers. When can we hear more about Season 2? As many of our community have suspected, the progression update was given our primary focus. Season 2 is on the way, and we can confirm that you'll hear more about this in early May. You'll hear more about this in early May. Now, what do we know? We know Solo's coming out in May. We know that. So it's probably going to release in May. But then again, if they're saying we're going to hear more about this in early May, they're probably just going to tickle our fancy a little bit more, lead us on, and then shove the pin without a cap right through my iris. Leveling hero starfighters is very low. Are there any plans to address this? We're currently looking a few ways we can address this. It's on our radar. No, it's not. It's a good answer, though. Are there any plans to reduce the in-game holographic effect? Yes, there is. You will hear and, more importantly, see this action soon. We're aiming for the first look at this to go live at the second time as Season 2 arrives. As always, though, things are subject to change. But this is our current target date. These people are so full of crap, man. Every time. Many people would love to see Starfighter Assault get added to Arcade. Is this something we can expect in the future? We share the same love for Starfighter Assault. As a lot of our community do, while we have nothing to announce in terms of dates, this is something we are actually looking at. I hope to God you are. Spending skill points pre-round would be an excellent quality of life addition to the game. Currently, it's frustrating having to back out of the game just to spend them. Any plans? Thank you. I second the motion. Thank you. Somebody said it. Finally. We agree and fully support this. The current goal is to have this implemented at the same time Season 2 arrives. Woohoo! Which will be next year. But I digress. Can we expect to see something Clone Wars related in the future? We hear you and will update you on anything Clone Wars related in the future. That means no, they don't have anything on Clone Wars. I don't know why everybody keeps saying this Clone Wars thing. We all knew Solo was coming in May. That's all it's going to be focused on is Solo. That's what it's going to be. Come on, guys. Y'all know better than that. Oh. Alright, last question was, communication is something that the community has been requesting more of. Oh boy. Here we go. I promise not to get rabid on you. Alright, here we go. What are your thoughts now that the progression update is out? We appreciate the communication has probably not been at a level that our players have wanted. The community transmission is a first step towards improving on that. We will continue to strive to be better, and if we falter, we're sure our community will let us know. Wow! I'd like to know who answered that. I'd like to know which one of those developers wrote that answer. Because it's for the first time we actually hear the truth. For the first time. We actually hear the truth. Did you hear the sarcasm in that last sentence? In his response, he said, we will continue to strive to be better. And if we falter, we're sure our community will let us know. Somebody punch that man in the face, please. But you gotta love his honesty. Did you hear the sarcasm there? He was letting us know, hey, we know that you're going to bitch, moan, and complain about it. That's all. That's what he's telling us. We know you're gonna complain. It's not gonna matter if we falter. It's not gonna matter. You're gonna bitch, moan, and complain. We're not gonna do anything about it. You're gonna have to sit there and take it. KY or no KY. Alright, so what have we learned? This is what we know. We got an update coming on the 18th. What's that? A few days. Right? Yeah. Like 5 days we got an update coming. We can now, we're going to have some new appearances. You know, apparently that's what the community wants. They don't want content. They want appearances. But anyways, so we got some appearances coming. We got about 7 or 8 hero and villain appearances coming. Then we have about 40 million trooper appearances coming. So, crafting parts now will be used again. It's 40 crafting parts you can convert into 1 skill point. Credits now you will be able to use for appearances as well. You know, since that's what everybody's so concerned about, I can now spend my hundreds of thousands of credits on what I'm completely concerned about. Yep, my primary focus, appearances. So we know that. We know the difference now between an update and a season. And they confirmed that in May, Season 2 will be coming out. When in May, they didn't specifically say. I'm sure it's not really going to matter. We know it's coming in May. Well, finally. So, what I want to know is the notes to Season 2. I want to know what's coming in Season 2. I bet I got to wait till like the day before Season 2 comes out to find that out. This is Weasel, and as always, fix your game, DICE!